Good morning. Let me get the TikTok up. All right. Good morning, peeps. Welcome back to the world of we do what we want. Yeah. All right. We're on page 66. Into the end of the chapter, getting close. All right. Um, and so I'll pick up where I left off yesterday. Minimize anybody's history or trauma or anything like that. I just say it to put it in its proper perspective. We've all had a rough life. We've all had situations and things that happen to us, but that is not who we are. And it certainly does not have to have an impact on what we're doing in the present moment. It's not happening now. I know people shake their heads at me or they get upset. Oh, you don't care about my whatever that happened when I was growing up. And frankly, I kind of don't. So what? Like, okay, great, that happened. I don't not care, but what I care more about is what you're doing about that right now. What are you doing about that? Most people who did me wrong when I was growing up are dead. Living in the past is a choice. They can't hurt me anymore. They don't hurt me anymore. Even if they're still around, life has moved on. These traumas are not what's happening in the moment. So I refuse to allow them to impact my present moment. Engaging, reliving, refeeling the past is a choice. These tools get us there to the point that we understand we are not our histories. In being aware of that, we can allow and separate from those uncomfortable thoughts and feelings. We can then refocus and become present. The hope is, in that state, we can behave in ways that don't create more bad DVDs. We need to understand the DVD collection. It never goes away. It's always apt to come back, and I can't make it disappear. But what I can do is when one of those really bad DVDs just randomly pops up, if I'm practicing, if I'm conscious of all that we've been talking about in these last few chapters, then I can stop. I can breathe. I can allow the tape to play, understand that it's going to pass. I don't have to react to it. I breathe. And if I'm noticing all that, then I can notice that I'm thinking about something different. And then I can just simply move on, right? It's not easy. Nothing here is easy, but it is simple. It's practice. And we talk about how our brains work. We are very much creatures of habit. Whoa. So there you go. Welcome to therapy via Walker. Again, not everybody's cup of tea, I'm sure, but hey, I all I can go with is my 60 plus years of experience on top of the education, on top of the history, on top of the research, et cetera, et cetera. And all of that for me, again, might not be your gig. Okay, fair enough. Not going to argue with any of it. Agree, disagree. Doesn't matter. I got to live in my own skin, and I do. And so I don't. I don't. I choose not to be hooked. Do I remember everything that's happened to me in my whole life? Yeah. Did it suck? Yeah. Fuck. So, like, but today is like Monday. It's going to be 100 and something out today. The sun's out. It's fucking Vegas, baby. Like, do I give a shit that my dad didn't buy me a puppy when I was 5? Not today. Like, fuck that. Okay, but I remember it. And then it's like, okay, move on. Um, Tools, practice, successes. And then again, it's just fuck. How much do I hate myself? How much do I want to punish myself? How much do I want to let the bullshit machine beat the hell out of me and like sacrifice yet another day in the present because I'm busy worried about what happened or what's going to happen? So, heavy duty shit. But the toolbox is simple. Physics works. God's not a magician. I don't know what else to say about it. There are ways and means. And the bottom line is, which I'll throw out there just for kicks before I get out of here, is negative energy still releases dopamine. Still drug per se. Like, and a lot of people stay hooked and hung up in it because they get off on it. Good way, bad way, just it's fucking biology. I mean, it's there. So, choices. Change is a choice. And again, once you've heard the memo, you've heard the memo. Like it's going to follow you around until you get on board, if that makes sense. And you know, and now you know, like you don't have to carry the fucking baggage around. All right, quick and painless. Again, I went long, kind of went off on a tangent, which I usually don't do, but I just kind of been feeling it. Things to keep in mind. Appreciate it. I got a lot of subscribers yesterday, so that was good. I blew up all the social media and begged everybody to like subscribe to the YouTube channel at Keith MF Walker. I need some more. So if you haven't done it yet, do it. Not hard. Appreciate it. All that kind of stuff. Um, Gonna continue with all this stuff, and you know, it's for whatever reason looks like the check it out numbers are growing, so it's maybe there's some traction to be gained here. I'm gonna ride the wave and try. The next thing to keep in mind as well is, um, you know, I'm putting together a what's it called? Patreon account, which is kind of like YouTube on crack or something to that effect, where we can do live or we can post podcasts or stuff like that. And the thing of that, that's a gig where that is off the beaten track content. So that I will be working on and doing as well is building that platform and inviting you all in to participate and come hang out and all that kind of stuff. And there's ways to get in and help fund it. I will be putting together packages of swag or things like that. I'll buy your vote, whatever you want to call it, you know. And so, um, and then the last note again for today is Dr. Charlene and I are going to be doing a live stream June 29th at 5 p.m. Pacific at Recovery Unfiltered 42. That's the platform. Go check it out. We'll have the live chat box open up. We're going to talk about all things, again, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like whatever's on the table. But we're going to start, you know, with some addiction stuff, obviously, because that's kind of our wheelhouse. But human condition stuff. And of course, it's always going to roll into other stuff. Always a very emotionally driven topic for a lot of people. Chat box will be open, like I said. So come in with concerns, questions, comments, just to fucking hang out and throw tomatoes at us. Don't matter. But that piece is coming up as well. So again, if you've lasted this long through this presentation, I appreciate it. More will be revealed. Today I'm going to do a couple posts, but probably going to be slow right off the bat. I got to get my schoolwork done. So, yeah, tune in tomorrow for the wrap up on the Breathe present moment chapter of We Do What We Want. Deuces.